Superman, returning to Earth after a long absence, is attacked by a Kryptonite pulse from a WayneTech satellite. His cousin Supergirl finds him and explains that Earth survived Brainiac's attack with limited losses. They agree to focus on rebuilding. Supergirl reveals the Phantom Zone projector collapsed, taking escaped prisoners. Kandor is missing, feared to be trapped within the zone. Harrow and Ghost Soldier seek another entry point. Superman begins the Fortress's self-repair, a 40-day process while investigating potential threats to Earth. Returning to Smallville, Clark finds the town recovering, though the loss of Lana's parents burdens him deeply. He feels guilt for not being there to protect them, a thought Lana quietly acknowledges. Lana introduces Clark to her new boyfriend, John Henry Irons. Clark notes that Lana still keeps his secret despite her anger. He jokes about writing their love story, but Lana says Lois Lane beat him to it. Realizing Lana and John Henry are helping Smallville, Clark decides his help is needed elsewhere. At Wayne Manor, Bruce apologizes for the Kryptonite attack, explaining it was a test. He suggests Clark remain undercover, as the world is eager to blame him. Bruce provided a cover story for Clark's civilian identity, allowing him to be himself for a while. Back in Metropolis, Clark writes an article questioning Superman's role in the post-Doomsday world. Lois Lane confronts him, mocking his beard and criticizing his anti-Superman attitude. Lois, apparently back to her old self, challenges him, declaring war on his anti-Superman campaign with her own article. Lois writes an article about how other heroes stepped up in Superman's absence, inspiring Metropolis and the world. She argues that while the world may not need Superman, he needs to see the good in humanity and learn from their example. Lana visits her parents' graves, speaking to Clark about the burden of being Superman. She believes people are becoming too dependent on him. Suddenly, decayed arms erupt from the graves, terrifying Lana. Superman allows Metropolis to rebuild itself, believing it's important for the people to take ownership of their recovery. However, Lana struggles with the trauma of her parents' deaths. Haunted by nightmares, she finds little comfort despite John Henry's efforts. Looking into her parents' old bedroom, she feels their absence deeply. Despite a Wayne Foundation grant, Lana insists on staying in Smallville. While providing free health checks, she notices an unnatural fog and a suspicious vehicle. Following the vehicle, they discover her parents' graves have been dug up, confirming her worst fears. Superman feels driven to return to Smallville and encounters a strange fog that confuses him. Hiro Okamura, using satellites, finds that Smallville has vanished. In the growing fog, the sheriff investigates a strange voice. John Henry searches for Lana, while she faces her parents' reanimated corpses controlled by an unknown force. Superman breaks through the teleportation field, discovering it's a living entity. Fueled by rage over Brainiac's killing of Lana's parents, he defeats the creature. He finds Smallville restored, but the sheriff is dead and Lana traumatized by witnessing her parents' reanimated corpses. Clark apologizes to Lana, who sarcastically remarks that he should stop making promises. He tries to contact Hiro, but is trapped in the fog. Despite his efforts to escape, he's teleported back. The Smallville regulars fear what Superman will do when he discovers the truth.